Tyler Wells is real pleased with where he's at. He feels he's made some lifestyle adjustments. That's big in the sport of wrestling. Has to be a priority. Have to make the right decisions. One of those decisions was moving up to 141 pounds, and that's where he feels it best helps his conditioning. He's a guy with a big motor, and when he's not feeling the effects of weight cutting, he can go all day. Hanging on that head, pressure pulling his opponent down, that takes some of the stuffing out of him, and then he gets that motor going. Tyler's an interesting story. So I was at the Cougar Clash, which is my son Jeremy Spade's coach at Nice Low Single by Mr. Wells. They're hanging on an ankle. Looks like a stalemate here. Yeah, they're going to call that stalemate any second, I think. Yeah, there's your stalemate. Anyway, I saw Brandon Eggum, the coach at Minnesota, and I told him I was impressed with this kid, Tyler Wells. Just wrestled with a huge heart. And he told me he was a 4-time state champion and no one recruited him, so he was going to a Division III school, I believe it was. And then Minnesota had one of their guys bought out with the NIL. They knocked on his door, came in, was a national qualifier that year, and went to the All-American round. Last year, not quite as good, but part of that was he had grown out of the 133-pound weight class. Now, there's no score, but Tyler's a kid who does a lot of his scoring later in the match. Nice push and then snap. He's got an underhook. Oh, inside trip off the underhook. That was sweet. That was that was a front headlock, make a man step forward, and then hit that inside trip. You can get back points off there. I don't know. I would think about cutting him. And it looks like that's what he's going to do. He's up, and he cuts him. Henry Porter in good stance and position. As Coach Kish says, the Indiana guys are well coached. He's been impressed with the job Angel Escobedo is doing. He said he's always liked him. He says he brings in good talent and he develops it. And certainly the same can be said for Coach Kish. Angel's admired him for a long time. He's seen his tenure at North Dakota State, and he's excited to see what he's going to do with the Sooners. Okay, we're up 3-1. Oh, nice heel pick. Change it to a single. Head on the outside now. Let's see if he can run the pipe and get that, sit that man down. Runs the pipe now, does the lift, run the pipe again. You gotta get that head down, run the pipe again. Oh! Nice defense by Henry Porter, and the first period ends with the Sooners up 3-1. Going into the second period, Tyler Wells is down. I don't think he'll be there for long. Potter lines up on the right side. Wells holding good position. You got to hold base and from that come out. Moves to a short sit. Tries to arch back up to his feet. Porter sits him back down. Trying to get those elbows inside. And there he's pushed up to his feet, and Porter drives him out of bounds. That took 27 seconds off the clock, and Mr. Wells is going down again. Not going down, just resuming his position on bottom. Whistle blows, he's back in that short sit. Try and take that top hand to the outside. Nice sit back. They looked like they were trying to put a boot in, get a little tilt there. Boy, Henry Porter can ride. Porter has him flattened out. You want to crawl forward and then get that hip down. He's high on that thigh with good arch. Reminds me of a guy named Byron Tucker. When Byron Tucker would put a leg in, the coaches and wrestlers would cover their mouths. Never want an opponent to see you laughing at him. It's very disrespectful, but we knew within seconds that wrestler was going to be screaming in pain. And I don't know if Wells is in pain, but he certainly is tied up. He can't get off his belly. He does push back there, and he's been hit for stalling. Now, it looks as if he's trying to put a half it from there, but he is kind of parallel ride. And so the referee blows the whistle on a stalemate. So here's the deal. You can't let that boot come in. Elbows to the knees, knees to the elbows, and if it does come in, you got to throw that hip down. Use your knees to take it out. Lines up on that right side, only 10 seconds to go. And he is out. Oh, no, he jumped back in and got that ankle. But he may get a point here, a warning. He's got a warning there, 5 seconds, down on the leg. Wow, he actually broke contact, but Porter opportunistically dove in and got that leg again. Sooners still with a 3-1 lead. Whistle blows, Wells on top, looking for a claw. Oh, nice changeover by Henry Porter. That young man knows how to wrestle on the mat. He's taking a shot, reshot by Wells. I'll tell you what, if Mr. Porter had heard me talking about a major, he'd have been highly offended because this guy can wrestle. But the best Tyler Wells, nice cross heel pick, coming out the back door. The best Tyler Wells is the third period Tyler Wells. Now, he's going to try and turn his hips now, get height, put his opponent in danger, get that right hip down. There's the danger. Oh, he's got two hands on that leg, does Henry Porter. Got to kick that leg back. Looks like a stalemate to me. It looks like Porter's getting height now. And there goes the stalemate. So we have 49 seconds to go in the third. The Sooners up by a point. But he's got a warning for stalling, does Tyler Wells. I don't think we'll see another one. Oh, good double attempt by Porter. Good down blocking by Tyler Wells. Here, young wrestlers, where you need a slick, you need a head snap, you need a drag, you need an open pick. Nice shrug attempt by Porter. 27 seconds left, and Porter's behind him, and Wells kicks out, and they are out of bounds. Now, the Sooners throw the brick. I'm not sure what their contention was. It's nice. Open pick by Wells. And another shot by Porter. He scares me with his shots. Nice snap down. Oh, he's in on the leg. Oh, that was beautiful. What happened is, oh no. Oh, and we are getting taken down with a second to go, but I think there's a review there. There's a review there. Let's see. Well, so what happens is Porter gets in and he has it. Wells dives through and gets a leg. Now, I didn't have a good angle. It looked like maybe he was in position where the points would not be given. But like I said, I did not have a good angle, and that's the only angle we have. So it'll be interesting to see what the call is. The referees are taking a look, and they may have different angles to see it at. But that would be a heartbreaking win for the Sooners, with Indiana getting the win, because they need that one. That would nullify the upset by Carter Schmidt. I think there's a good chance that those points are not given. And I think there's a good chance that if that happened, the Indiana coaches would be very upset. So while this is going on, whoop, they've made their decision. Let's see what it is. Okay, you can't. He gave the 3 points, and that match is over. Wow. Nice win by Henry Porter.